Who's going to take care of my coochie?
Hey everybody, welcome to another recap and review of the Traitors Season 4.
Do have fun. If you can.
Yes. We are going to review Traitors US Season 4 episodes 4 and 5 in this episode. Thank y'all for tuning in to, I guess I shouldn't say episode. This is just a video. It's just a recap.
It's our recap.
Yeah, thank y'all so much for tuning in to like our last recap. That was so cool. That was nice to see like all those views coming in. That was dope. So yeah. We started season 8 of our podcast though. So if y'all want to see more from us other than the recap and review, go and hop over and look at our podcast.
Check us
out. We
out.
have it here. Yeah, the videos are right here on YouTube.
Shall we get started?
Let's get started. This was a crazy, jam-packed night of episodes from Traitors US.
It was. The drama was real.
Mm-hmm.
And it was hot.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we left on episode 3 with people tied to a tree, okay? Yes. And we just didn't know who was getting murdered.
Mm-hmm.
But episode 4 started with us at breakfast.
Yes.
We got a chance to see some people come on in.
Mm-hmm.
However, of the people tied to the tree at that breakfast, the first person to hit that table was Ron.
Yes, it was.
And as we all know, everybody in the house is very skeptical of Ron. They're like, he might be a traitor. He was friends with Donna. He threw out Portia. Everyone's really skeptical about Ron.
Yeah.
He's the first one to hit the breakfast table. Mm-hmm. And they come up with a plan. They said, we're going to ask Ron what was last night to him. How was last night for him? You know, to ask him details. Tell us what happened when you were tied to the tree. You know, what did you hear? You know, what did you see? Really having him describe his surroundings, because they're going to use his story as a baseline for if other people come in who were also tied to said tree. If there are any contradictions, they can sniff them out and try to find a traitor, right? Problem is, you already think Ron is a traitor. So I just feel like...
Can we trust him base level already?
Even though we as viewers know he is not, I just feel like me as a person in the castle, I'd be like, so we want to take Ron's story. I mean, we'll take everyone's. But they're using Ron's story seems to lay the foundation for what others have come in with.
Yeah.
And that's where we begin. So Ron comes in, tells them what it feels like to be tied to the tree, and tells them in very great detail. Or at least in detail that is good enough for Ron.
Yeah, basically like they asked him a question like, so what happened? Oh, they tied me to a tree. Oh, who tied you to the tree? Oh, it was the henchman. Oh, okay. What was the henchman wearing? He was wearing a black mask.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he had an axe, and then, you know, he kept, those were like, ask and receive. You ask and you shall receive. That's what Ron was giving.
How many do you think there were?
Yeah,
he said he thought there were 3.
At least 3.
He said he think there were 3. And then the next person to come in was Lisa. Now we all know that Lisa is a traitor.
She is, sir.
But she has to play as a faithful. So whenever she comes into breakfast, she's happy, happy go lucky.
Said, oh my God,
sun is shining, tank is clean.
I made it. I didn't die.
And goes all the way to take her seat at the end of the table. And then the first thing they say, so what happened? And everybody gets quiet. And Lisa realizes this is a test.
Yes. She said, at least let me get a drink of water
first. gets her little drink of water and tells them in great. I mean, Lisa Rinna goes into extensive detail.
Girl.
About the night. Which in some way, shape, and form is cool. Because it feels like, okay, well, we can trust you because you're saying a lot. You're echoing a lot of the things that Ron is saying, you know? She did get called out.
They tried to trip her up at one point.
They did.
Ron said he wore a black mask. So when Lisa came in and she's giving all this detail, they said, oh, yeah, he had on the gold mask, right? She said, no, it was black.
Black mask. No, black mask.
They said, oh, all right. Oh, okay.
But then her knowing that she had to retell her story, she told it in such great detail that it's almost like detail that only a traitor would know.
Yes.
But I mean, hey, listen, Lisa Rinna is Lisa Rinna, and to be Lisa Rinna in the house and have so much personality to begin with, she's a big. She takes up a lot of space in a room.
Homegirl said the tree was big. It was a maple tree. I think it was a maple tree.
What?
And there was an axe, and the henchman swung it at me, and the axe went boom. And
I was just like,
stop it.
also, if the henchman swung the axe at you, wouldn't you be dead?
You would be. That would have meant that you. But nobody caught on to that. So, Lisa,
So I was thinking, because I feel like that's a really big detail to just leave out of a story, and nobody said that the henchman swung the axe at them except for Lisa. At least from what we saw in the edit, it did not seem like anybody else said that but Lisa. And then after Lisa walked in, who came in after Lisa? Was Kristen tied to a tree?
Eric.
Oh, Eric. Okay, got it. Eric, yes.
And that's when we get another.
Yes, well, Eric does also give his description of being tied to said tree.
Yeah.
Everything tends to align in general. And they kind of can't sniff out the traitor from that one small detail. But Eric does let us know in the very beginning of the episode that
in his confessional,
not to the group, but in the confessional, that he heard a laugh. And he's like almost 99% sure he knows who that laugh is. Yeah. Who that laugh is, we will find out. Once we get to it.
But he said he is watching that person closely.
Closely, right? However, somebody was not so lucky to get away, and that was Caroline. The traitors lined up in front of her, tied to that tree, and whenever they took their hoods off, she was, Lisa, you bitch. You bitch. You bitch. Lisa, you bitch.
It was so
Carol, why me? Genuine.
Why me and not anybody else?
Genuine questions. You didn't Lisa say you talk too much?
You talk too much. You talk too much. She said, well, Lisa, I guess I'll be seeing you at somewhere else. Maybe like BravoCon. Lisa said, no.
Oh, my God.
You won't.
I thought we really bonded.
Too bad, Caroline. Back to Dubai you go.
I love it. So we find out who doesn't make it to breakfast, and it's Caroline, of course.
Yes.
Alan comes in with his murder shirt on.
Yeah.
Fully embodying everything that it means to be murder. And lets people know that, Caroline is gone, and then has them, have their little powwow before the challenge starts.
Yes.
Everybody can break. Everybody has a little social hour to talk to people. And Candace decides she's going to use that social hour to go outside with a group of folks and immediately do what she's been doing, which is staying consistent as a traitor and just pitching Ron. Like, hey, y'all, hello, Ron. How about Ron? Come on,
He's
Ron.
been my suspect since day one.
Friends with Donna. Remember
that?
whenever he got out Portia? Isn't that interesting? She was a faithful. I don't know. Candace is really pushing the Ron agenda.
Yeah.
I wrote down, though, before we got to the little social hour part.
Yeah.
There was a part in the breakfast where Rob comes in, like with the group of the people who survived kind of thing. He comes in, he sits down. I think we got one line from him during that breakfast, and that was it. I said Rob does so well at breakfast. He caused no suspicion to himself. He's barely in any scenes, honestly, throughout the whole show, unless it's time for traitor business.
Yeah.
And that's why, Rob, you my number one.
Oh, come on. Frenchie got a number one. It's Rob. You heard it here first.
That's my number one.
really
He's
good.
doing so good. And then Candace following up with the staying real consistent with Ron being her choice. This group of traitors, baby.
They are.
And Lisa cutting throats left and right.
Because they
you
catching
say my
on.
name, bitch, you're gone.
Literally.
They catching on to Lisa so quick. Lisa's like the biggest way to get people out of this house. If they catch on to me, they are gone. Don't even let them talk to any other people because they've got to get out of here.
Yeah.
So yeah, Candace is outside pitching Ron to people, and then Tiffany pulls some folks aside.
Yes.
And decides that she wants to pitch people as well. Yum Yum and Michael and Ron, right?
Yes.
Ron, Yum Yum, and
She
Michael.
said those are the traitors.
Tiffany, those are Tiffany's 3 traitors that she is really gung ho on right now. And you'll find out that it kind of throws a certain person in the house into a tizzy.
Sure does.
Watching a black woman, Tiffany, take a lead. Yes, we know she wrong, but don't nobody else know she
Nobody
wrong
else know.
except for the people who are the traitors, right?
Yep.
There's another steady faithful who is hearing Tiffany's plan, and in the back of his mind is thinking, she might be a traitor. And that's Colton.
That's Colton. Gay bachelor.
He does. And Colton pulls Rob to the side and tells Rob, hey, I think this might be Tiffany. Like, she might be the one.
Tiffany is a traitor.
She's in control. She's leading everything. And then he mentioned how she was talking at the round table the previous night. He was like, she's the leader.
Which is so interesting because I don't think, and like everybody, you know, is as it comes down to certain things, I really don't think that anyone had Tiffany on their radar at all.
Nobody
Colton
did.
came
And then
out
he started
of
pushing.
left field with Tiffany.
He said
He
she
did.
would be a big target to get out. I was like,
However, he did do a really good job at kind of like keeping it in his pocket to himself. He did talk to a few people, very small number of people about it possibly being Tiffany and throwing her name out there at the round table.
talked
He
to-
wasn't trying to campaign against Tiffany until
Not yet.
he got to said table.
Yeah.
He wanted her to live in that delusion of she feels like she's running this house and she knows what's going on, which also he made up that because I don't think
did,
anyone feels that way at
No
all.
one felt that way, and neither did
nobody
she.
did.
I always felt like when it comes to people who are runners of the house are the loudest people in the house.
Yeah.
So Michael
Michael ran that house.
Michael
Right.
is definitely a runner of the house. He's getting under everybody's skin.
Everybody.
Yeah. But yeah, Colton, he goes to Monet and Rob and tells them, yeah, I think Tiffany, and I think tonight at the round table, we need to pull out the big guns on her. And y'all need to fall in line with my motherfucking plans.
Basically.
And I ain't playing.
Which is crazy because that's already making you look suspicious, Colton.
Like,
Okay.
what?
And then they're, after the social hour, they're on the way to the next challenge. And while they're on the way to the challenge, Colton also tells Natalie and Kristen in the car, yeah, so tonight
I'ma
it's
get her
Tiffany or you die.
And don't that sound traitorous to you?
Okay?
Can you kill me, Colton?
Basically told them, like, you get Tiffany out or I'm gone and there's going to be trouble.
Like,
Is it?
who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you? Are you a faithful?
Who are you?
It's just very interesting how he's choosing to lead this house. Because whenever I think about leaders in the house, Michael, another one, Colton,
Yeah.
straight up.
The people on Twitter,
It's easy.
you know, his name is Colton, but people on Twitter are calling him Colton. Like CULT
Colton,
because
people are following his lead on certain things.
yes. With a bunch of nothingness.
And it's a bunch of nothingness.
Let's get into it.
So then we have a challenge in episode 4.
Yes.
The challenge is to venture into the woods and find a hidden spear and bring it to a fire pit and set a beast afire. They have 10 different beasts that they must set ablaze on this field. And each time a beast is set alight, a shield will burn with said beast. Whoever's shield is burned is kind of like,
Yeah, up for grabs.
up for grabs when it
You're
comes
on the
to
kill list.
possibly being killed that night.
Yeah.
So as it goes, people start hunting. They separate into teams. Usually teams of, I think, 4.
It was teams of 4.
Teams of 4. They separate into teams of 4 and they venture out into the woods to go find these spears to go bring to the fire pit and then walk up to the podium and light the beast on fire. And whoever else's beast they pick, again, they're going to lose their shield for the night. So it's very important that you pick people who are not on your team because you're with those said people.
Right.
But also be cognizant of who's coming up right behind you because they may see you and burn their shield.
And you also have to yell out the name of the person as you burn it. So you can't even do it you can't do it in secret. It's gonna be, not only is the fire gonna go up, but also a sound would play when it was lit, and you also had to scream out the person's name. Like they did a lot to make sure like you can't really hide from your choice.
And the first person to get burned, Ron.
Yeah.
They're so sick of Ron.
They are.
I want to know, just temperature check before we even get to whatever else happened in this episode. Whenever it comes to Ron, just before this, how did we feel about Ron?
I am not on Ron's team. I want Ron gone.
Okay, you want Ron gone?
Yep.
I want Ron to be quiet so that he's not so, fired up and gung ho for people that are faithfuls, because then, yes, it's making him look really, really bad. I just want him to do better with the talking thing, because he'll say, maybe I got to tone it down. Then
I think I am Team Ron. I think Ron is a genuine person. I think that Ron is very much a person who's going to be like, listen, I'm just here.
I'm just
and I'm going by the rules. And the rules say find the traitors. And Ron is a faithful, as we all know. So he's just doing his job. Yeah. A lot of people got mad at Ron because he got rid of Portia and he was like leading the charge on Portia. But I mean, Portia was saying some wild.
She really was.
You couldn't even be mad at that one. It was really, that one was all her fault.
Portia's like, well, Portia. No, but Ron actually does not know. Ron don't know nobody but Ron.
That's so true.
Ron don't know no one but Ron. Okay,
Very
Ron
true.
said, I'm here to play this game. And I'm here to eat up my breakfast.
No, literally.
And put on my Nancy Drew.
And eat the salmon that everybody loves.
The people love that.
And I got to get some of that.
That smoked salmon.
When y'all going to give us some of that salmon? Because I love a good smoked salmon. Come on now. Next person to lose a shield in said challenge, right?
Yep.
Is Tiffany. Now, this is very important.
Yep.
So, in a group together, when it came to burning Tiffany, Monet got up there and said, Tiffany!
Yeah.
Put that dagger in that heart.
Yeah.
And kept it going. Now, on the run back, since there are only 2 totems lit currently, 2 beasts, beasts lit. There is Ron and there is Tiffany.
Yeah.
Now, Tiffany is running from one of the fields. I don't know. I mean, it's a lot going on. It's castle grounds. And as Tiffany is running back, they're crossing paths.
She said,
And someone mentions to her, Tiffany, I think they burned yours. And she said, oh, hell no, bitch. I hope not. Shit. And as they're crossing paths, someone says, and it is Monet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tiffany. It's just a game.
It's a game, girl.
Now, immediately, in my mind, I'm like, she didn't even see who burned her.
Could have kept it.
She just
so you could have just said, girl, we went up there and you was burned up.
Crazy.
I would have deflected to Ron and kept it going.
Hell yeah.
Because then I would have just think about, okay, who's in Ron's group?
Yeah.
You know, like who did I see him go with? And that would have easily, at least I think, saved Monet from losing that shield.
Yeah.
And hindsight is 2020.
Hindsight
is 2020.
2020.
So then it went in again from the order. It was Ron, Tiffany, Monet. Then Michael's shield got burned.
Yep.
Tara, Steven, Lisa, Mara, Johnny, and Yam Yam. So those are the 10 people who are up for murder at some point tonight.
Jam Jam immediately starts crying.
Yeah.
And everybody, oh my God. Oh, is he serious right now? Oh, he's acting. Oh. Yes. Nobody believed him. Tears.
Nobody did.
Nobody.
No one believed him.
I wanted to say, while, because Candace and Lisa are on the same team during this, and while they're looking for another spear to try to get back to the fire again, Candace lets Lisa know during this time, Monet said your name. Because Monet pulled Candace to the side and said, I'm suspicious of Lisa.
And that's crazy.
And that's crazy.
That's a traitor girl. Don't even know it. I mean, you think about people who are talking to people in this house all day.
Yeah.
You've obviously heard different names from different people. But to specifically get wrapped up in a Traitors web,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard. I feel like in them first few weeks, I'm going to be cool, but I'm going to put the person who I think is the least of a traitor as a traitor. Just because I don't want the traitors to think that I'm on to them.
Right.
But I'm on to you. You feel me?
Yes.
So the challenge ends, obviously.
Yeah.
There's some house banter after said challenge.
Yeah.
Ron begins to suddenly come from Mara.
Yeah.
And Mara retaliates and starts to come for Ron. So they start having a back and forth. In that time, Natalie decides she wants to roll into the same space as Ron. And Ron's sitting with Tiffany.
Yeah.
And who else is he sitting with? I think it's Tiffany and one other person.
Yes. Tiffany.
It's Tiffany and Natalie. And Ron. I think it's it. Such as them. Natalie is from Survivor, y'all. I'm not familiar with Natalie in gameplay. You know, I'm not sure how she is in the game. I do know Survivor is like half social and then half like whatever it is, competition based. But I do know that she had a strong vigor in her spirit.
She did.
So she decided with Tiffany and Ron present, she would just look Ron dead in his face.
He's dead in it too. Look me in the eyes.
She stopped the conversation.
Stop the whole conversation. Natalie.
Ron, look me in my eyes.
Are you a traitor?
He said, I'm a faithful.
Tiffany said, now, Natalie, what was that going to do?
First of all,
Are you a traitor or are you a faithful? I'm a faithful. Natalie, what is that supposed to do?
let's get into the silence.
It was silent.
He said, I'm a faithful. Now, Natalie, what the hell was that?
It was just, it was so perfectly.
And she said, I don't know.
One of my favorite moments, because that was genuinely like, if you ask anybody in this house, are they a traitor? Guess what they're going to say?
Of course not. I'm a faithful.
You a traitor, Frenchie?
Yeah, no, I'm a faithful, baby.
You a traitor?
I'm a faithful, baby.
I almost thought you were a traitor. a mix between a faithful and a traitor. A traitor. You a traitor, Nika? You a faithful. Yeah. All right, then. I'm a faithful too. Because what? Come on now. We know the game.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
We know the game.
We see Michael eating his food like a 5-year-old.
Plate is up to his face.
Then he just was like, "Darr," and then he was on a rampage.
When I tell y'all, Michael eat.
What the hell?
What the
you
hell?
toddler?
What's going on here? Why my hand? Why my elbow?
Way up to
Why
the
is my
ceiling.
elbow above my bun? You understand what's happening here?
Eat like this.
And why are you grabbing it?
Plate
No,
up
like,
to
what
the mouth.
hell? Last week you were holding the
You
cup.
know what?
It into the gullet.
I don't even know.
Why you
make
eat like that?
You make too much money. I'm wagging my finger at you because I'm mad.
Stop it! I have never in my life yelled at a girl like this. When my mother yells at this, it's because she loves me. I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Learn something from this.
Maybe he feels like because he makes that much money, he can do whatever he wants. You know, some people.
It really is something.
Listen, all I know is I did not like the view of that at all.
You were too grown.
Too
Too grown.
too.
Are we at the round table?
Yep.
We're at the round table.
Oh.
Oh, anything you want to
No,
mention?
I want to. Yes. Okay, so Ron's name starts getting floated a lot when they come back from this competition. People was like, Ron. Candace is doing her thing with Ron. Oh, baby, but here come Colton.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Here come Colton.
Starts campaigning
He starts,
like crazy.
I mean, he is gunning for
For Tiff.
Tiffany.
Yes.
He is basically running up to people, cornering them.
Yeah.
Out of
I'm gonna
breath.
do Tiffany. I'm gonna do Tiffany.
Yes.
Gotta do Tiffany. It's Tiffany tonight. We have to. Tiffany.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, okay, all right, okay, yeah.
He let enough of his people know to where he felt confident going to that round table that throwing out Tiffany was the plan, right? And let's keep in mind that Tiffany has absolutely
no idea,
no clue. Her
Completely
name is getting run down through that house by Colton of all people.
Because this happens, I mean, moments before the round table.
Literally.
And whenever they sit down at that round table, the first person to open their mouth and speak is Colton.
Yep.
And he said, "It's me." First of all, ain't nobody else spoke but you. So I guess it is you, Colton. What you got to say?
Yep.
And for him to immediately start to push at that table toward Tiffany, you could tell immediately. Tiffany was like,
"What?"
And you know, she was being cool about it. She was like, "Okay.
Yep.
Okay, you think that? Okay, well, you're wrong."
Yep.
Okay, well, listen, you know, Tiffany, she can kind of, you can see
She's
it.
She's getting pissed.
It's bubbling. It's bubbling in her, you know. Colton is making allegations against her. She's letting him know, I'm smarter than you.
I think you're playing a brilliant game. You're the most dangerous, and you're the puppet master.
No, I'm the smartest. I'm definitely smarter than you.
The smartest traitor, so you admit it?
I am smarter than you.
Yeah.
She's also letting people know her picks very openly, honestly, and clearly.
Yeah.
And as we know, we did see in these past few episodes, you know, Tiffany form a relationship with Michael.
Yeah.
That alone should already tell you that whenever she's at that round table fighting for her life and she mentions Ron, Jim Jam, and Michael.
Yeah.
It's letting you know that she's really putting it out on the table. Like, y'all, I've been saying
Thank
this.
you.
I'm being consistent. I think it's these three people.
Yeah.
We know that it's not.
We know
But she thinks that it is.
Yeah.
And she has been heavily consistent in these three people. But Colton still keeps on throwing that dagger at her like, nah, it's Tiffany.
You.
It's you.
It's Tiffany. It's Tiffany, right?
Yep. Somehow Jam Jam gets involved in the conversation. Tiffany said, "I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Michael. I'm talking to Colton.
Colton.
When I'm ready to talk to you, I'll let you motherfucking know."
But I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you right now, and I'm not finished talking.
We're talking to each other.
No, we're not. I am actually talking to Colton.
Yeah, she's pissed at this point because she's being blindsided, and rightfully so. You know, no one in the house has told her that she's one of the targets.
Yeah.
And her name is being ran around, and she just had no clue. And you could tell whenever someone goes into a round table so confident. And I think personally, just seeing Tiffany as a gamer, especially knowing Tiffany very well from Big Brother.
Yeah.
We are Big Brother stans here, right?
Oh, yeah.
So she knows how to talk. And she also loves to talk. A little too much sometimes, but she loves to talk. I think that Tiffany was going to use this moment to come into this round table and bring up her picks.
Yep.
If she just would have spoke first.
Yeah. She could have jumped the gun on that.
If she just would have spoke first, I really do think that there would have been a different air to it.
Yeah.
Because how things went was a lot of that round table was Tiffany. We did have some moments in between.
Yeah.
Where Mara and Ron again got into it.
They did.
Yeah.
Because did we say Ron thinks it's Mara?
Yeah, we did. We said that.
Oh, okay.
Earlier.
Yes.
So they got into it.
Little step.
They got into it again about it being Mara.
She's answering.
You finish. You're talking shit though.
And then Eric reveals to the people that everybody, and he kept that to him and us. Remember we told us at the confessional? He was 99% sure he heard a laugh.
I heard that laugh. I know who it is.
So Eric decides that at that round table, he wants to make his grand drop on who he thinks it is. He lets people know, I was tied to that tree. I told y'all everything but one thing. I heard a laugh that night.
Yeah.
I'm a musician.
Yeah.
I've got an ear for the gods. My pitch is amazing.
And I heard a laugh. That laugh was you, Tiffany. I'm a musician. I listen to music over and over. I obsess over one song for 40 mixes.
I am listening to mixes for hours and hours and hours on end.
I know
sounds.
I know who it is. It could be. It's no other. I'm 99% sure.
Because I do this for a living, baby.
The laugh I heard was Tiffany.
You might need another career just for while you're here.
Yep.
Tiffany just starts laughing at this point. Because what can I do now against that info?
Right. Because
he was
you
there
were out
that
there.
night that was tied up. I clearly was not tied up that night. He has heard a laugh and has laid his case out for why him being a musician makes him the perfect person to talk about pitch and laughs and what sounds is coming from what person.
Who's what's wise.
What can I say against that? No, it wasn't me. No, that wasn't my laugh. I don't know what laugh you heard, so I can't be like, it wasn't my laugh. Well, I mean, I guess I can, but I don't know.
Right.
What can I say? Can you recreate the laugh? No, I don't laugh like that. You know, like there's nothing you can really say against that because this was a person who was tied to a tree.
Yeah.
Who had the traitors circling him. So,
and then people kind of sort of started jumping on the bandwagon and being like, well, I mean, he's a musician. I've heard his music. It's great. So,
Rob. Love you, Rob, but what the hell?
What the hell? Anyway.
He said, I gotta jump in. And, I only say one thing an episode.
So let me get it in while I can. We are at a round table that is heavily focused on out of nowhere getting Tiffany out of this castle and banished. Tiffany decides to give one last plea. Her tears have officially commenced. She's letting people know it's different from meeting y'all. I need this money. I want to send my son to college. And you do see Candace jump in.
Yes.
And Candace, being another woman on the show, especially a black woman on the show at that.
Yeah.
I didn't think that she wanted to see someone else who looked like her go because she had already seen people who looked like her go.
Yep.
So she was, trying to be a champion onto Tiffany. Like, let's not all just jump to Tiffany. Can we please also assess who I've been saying and been the most consistent with this whole entire time, which is Ron.
Yep.
And then Dorinda jumped in.
Dorinda got up in there too.
Dorinda jumped in and basically was like, vouching for Tiff.
Yeah.
Basically saying, y'all being some haters right now. Alan ended the round table.
Alan ended it, baby.
Right after that.
I said, at the point when it was getting real heated, I wrote, this little white gay bachelor really turned the whole table against Tiffany like within an hour before this.
I was like, huh?
I could not believe what I was seeing, the way everybody just fell into line. Because it wasn't like people didn't have their theories. Like Ron was strong on Mara. He was like, when I go to that table, I'm laying it out for Mara. And then Tiffany. Everybody else was on like the Ron train with Candace. And then all of a sudden, Tiffany, like what?
And then whenever Eric locked it in with that, I'm a musician.
Yep.
And I was tied to that tree.
That laugh.
Yep.
Yeah.
You heard not that laugh.
Right.
I promise you that, huh?
Not at all.
And they voted. And Tiffany was out with 15 votes. Ron had 2. Jim had 1. And it was sad to see Tiffany go and give her speech and let them know that she is a faithful because they knew they was wrong. And Colton looked like he had egg on his face. And Eric was looking like, I'm a musician.
But why did Colton look like he had egg on his face? Oh, because he went in on her in the end of before that round table got wrapped up.
Did.
He was like, don't worry, because when you found out to be a traitor, I'm going to be smiling and laughing and we're going to be sitting here happy and giggling. And she was like, well, you're not going to be doing none of that, baby, because you're not as smart as me. He was like, yeah, because she basically made that comment of saying like, oh, I'm smarter than you. So he was like, well, we'll see who's really smarter than who or whatever, or because I'm dumb. So she was like, and you going to see just how dumb you are when I get up there with your stupid ass.
And he said, yeah, I'm so dumb. How do you spell your name?
Great. Do you have 2 F's in your name or just 1?
Tiffany, like the company.
Well, I'm not smart, so I have to ask.
Well, you got it now.
She said Tiffany.
Baby.
Like the company. Like the company.
Like the company, baby.
You know she was over it. I could feel her frustration from the screen, and I felt so
bad.
I felt bad for my girl, because that is, whenever I tell you, that's my girl.
That was horrible.
And I wanted to see her go through Traitors a lot longer than what she did. And it wasn't fair what was done to her by Colton.
Yeah, not at all.
I understand that everybody has their suspicions, but nobody was suspicious of Tiffany.
Her.
Yep.
Nobody was.
And it's always, I mean, you know, with a group like this, it's always safe to, again, go with the group. But when the group was thinking Ron and Michael,
that was
you should be going into round tables thinking Ron or Michael, right?
I don't understand.
You just threw Tiffany out there, and I think people just clamor because she was, number one, something new than what was the usual narrative.
And then at the table,
and number two,
fired up.
Yeah. I mean, anyone's going to be fired up because you're throwing their name out there. So I think that's beside the point. I think it's just more so of a they hurt Eric. Yeah. And they took that word of a musician like an oath in court. They said, he heard you laugh. It's gotta be you.
Yeah.
And everybody looked at me and so sideways with his badass ears talking about, so I can't believe it.
He's got bad ears.
He's got bad ears. Which are bad ears. So sick of it. I was sick of it.
Sick.
Oh my goodness! I put on my notes. Eric is a dummy musician with bad ears. Cause what?
The man with the magic ears.
You're a dummy.
Dummy.
Both of you.
Everybody.
And Colton. I'm sick of you. And your Botox looks horrible.
And my thing is, as a fellow gay, and you're talking to an LGBTQ podcast, baby.
Yeah.
Ain't no to the streets up in here, okay? So, as people who represent your community. This is bad. Bad look on us.
Not a good
terrible.
Not a good look on us.
Not a good one.
Terrible.
From that, the Traitors meet the turret and the episode ends.
Yep.
Yeah.
They got to choose between
They have
the
to
people.
choose between the people
Didn't have a shield.
who did not have a shield.
So
Again,
that'll be Johnny, Monet, Tara, Ron, Michael, Mara, and Steven.
And then episode 5 begins.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we're at breakfast again, as we always are. And immediately, the guilt that is eating up Eric.
Yeah.
He looking green in the gills.
Just like been invaded by a ghost, honey. He is feeling so guilty getting rid of Tiffany with his bad ear.
He's talking about, what can I say? I was wrong. I thought I knew. And
Duh. You were. You thought. Once again, stop thinking.
Stop thinking. Immediately.
Pull back.
Boy.
Because you don't even know that she was almost murdered.
You don't even know.
You don't even know.
He was almost murdered. Not once but twice. But
not once but twice.
Anyway. Came in completely guilty. But, you know, as folks come in, they're excited and genuinely happy. Like,
yeah.
Made it to breakfast. Oh my gosh, I made it to breakfast. Yes, I made it to breakfast. People are clapping. People are cheering. People are happy. Frenchie, do you want to tell us when the crowd got a little stale for
of course.
breakfast and who walked in and what they were wearing?
Of course. So, you know, everybody came in, and the last people to file into the breakfast lounge.
Okay, come on.
Okay. Were the people who were up for, you know, Moida, who got their shields burned at the last competition. So, Ron walks in looking like Orange Juice Jones. He got on. I ain't never seen nothing this orange in my life of a trench coat. Walks in. When I tell you, you couldn't hear a thing. Complete silence. Thought we accidentally sat on the mute button on the Mo control.
It was like pin drop.
Silence.
Nobody clapped for Ron.
quiet.
Ron was like,
Everybody just looked.
Good morning.
And with a smile on his face.
Oh.
Good morning.
Hey, guys. Good morning.
He said, it's quiet. And the moment he walked in, Ron just slithered right on in. You don't slither in that orange. You step in that orange, baby.
Okay, baby. And
he stepped on into that door, and folks were not happy to see him.
Silence.
Folks were even more convinced. Ron, you've got to be a traitor, right?
Yep.
Oh, poor Ron. I felt so bad for him during that time. So then we have Dorinda come in now. Now we're at breakfast, we're bantering and whatnot, and Dorinda just happens to notice something about our dear Colton. She doesn't know where he came from. Dorinda is just confused about, okay, we've got me from Real Housewives, we've got Natalie, Amazing Race, we've got Tiffany, Big Brother, we've got Portia, another Real Housewife. Colton,
who that? Who are you?
And Colton was like, I was on The Bachelor.
Yeah.
And everybody said, you didn't hear? She's like, no.
The straight one? The straight one? Yes, he was the straight bachelor who turned gay.
What?
Dorinda is floored. She can't believe it. No, I didn't hear anything about this.
I didn't know.
What? I missed my chance. Dorinda
she
funny.
said, well, I wish I would have got in there when I had my chance.
Dorinda is funny. Dorinda is just a who, because I also had no clue who this man was. I think the only person who knew what he was Frenchie, right?
Yes.
And did you know who he was too?
No.
Yeah, I think
That's
Frenchie was
I
the
just
only
know
one.
Controversy.
Yeah, she knew who he was. I didn't know who the hell the man was, but I said, okay. And it's so interesting to not know who someone is and now to know who they are. And this is my first impression of you. I don't like it, Colt.
It ain't good.
Colton.
Uh-huh.
Colton. But as breakfast ends, we find out who has been murdered. And sadly, it is Monet.
Damn.
Y'all, I was sad as hell. And so was Natalie.
Hurt. She was.
Natalie was hurt that it was Monet.
Yeah.
Natalie was like, yo.
Ain't no way.
And
My ace boom coon.
Ace boom coon. And I love seeing Monet and Natalie together.
I love
They were such we talked about that too.
They look good. They look damn good.
Hmm.
Sorry, I don't want them to have a baby together. Just because. I just want to see what it's going to look like.
I just love them together.
I did too. But unfortunately, Monet's time has come to an end. So now we're out Tiff and Monet.
Yes.
And we are on. Before we go to the next challenge, Kristen is talking, and she is now realizing that she is dead set on Colton.
Yeah.
She's like realizing, okay,
he's been gunning for all the people.
He's been gunning for the people. He's and still wrong.
Yeah, still wrong.
Everybody's still wrong.
Everybody.
No one got any of the right people, but okay, just letting people slide, right? And then we are at the mission.
Wait,
did you want to have
all,
something before the thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Colton goes into a room with everybody. He says, all right, so who we going after, Ron or Michael? Huh?
We're going to completely ignore the fact that your ass sat up here and pitched Tiffany to us for I don't know how long on that round table.
And was wrong.
Wrong.
You done had two.
You and your buddy?
3 wrong roundups under your belt, buddy. But he really came in and like, all right, so who we getting out? Michael or
Who
Ron?
gave him a hug? Dorinda?
I don't remember.
Who gave him a hug and was like, it's okay, we love you.
We done?
It was somebody who came by. I said, what is happening here?
Yeah, that was a mess. I'm just like, who are you to just be the decider? You get to walk into a room and say, all right, who we picking between the two people I've displayed before you today? Who are you?
Who are you?
He thinks he's doing something. He thinks he's running it. He's not.
He thinks
You're not. You suck.
You do.
And it's terrible.
You think he doing Efron.
And on to the mission.
Yeah.
So the mission is the Fountain of the Faithful. All right.
Yes.
So their job is to, number one, get into teams once again. They're split up. And there is a huge fountain that is kind of on the castle grounds, but it's missing its statues. Yes. They are required to go out onto castle grounds and find said statues. But first, in order to find those statues, you need to find coins inside of the fountain pond, little gold coins. Those gold coins will lead you to your statue. where you need to go. Once you collect your statue, get to your statue, go underneath it. There is a shield. Now, in this competition, which is something I don't think they've done before. Maybe they have done it before. I can't remember. But Alan lets them know ahead of time that if everybody decides not to grab a shield in this competition, no one will be murdered tonight.
Yeah.
So everyone is going into this competition in the mindset of, if we just all stick together and do not grab a shield, we gonna be good, right? And so far as the competition continues, oh, by the way, as you go, you grab your statue.
Yeah.
You choose whether you're gonna take the shield or not. You grab your statue, bring it back to the fountain, you set it up, and you go to find the next coin and keep it going, right? There are how many statues?
I think there's 8.
8 statues.
Yeah.
So people have some time to figure out where they need to go and what they need to do. And also if they're going to use shields or not. The teams are separated as such. We have Kristen, Rob, Tara, and Mara on one team. Candace, Lisa, Colton, and Mark on another. Jam, Steven, Ron, and Eric on one. And then Dorinda, Natalie, Johnny, and Michael on one, right? So those are all your teams and how they were split up, right? Now, Kristen finds that first coin in the little fountain. And they go straight off the castle grounds to go find their clue. They choose to not take said shield. And I feel like everyone within the competition kind of decided they were not going to take a shield at some point, right? As the competition continues, they're moving, they're going, they make it happen. They finish the whole entire competition. But before they finish, those last 2 statues that need to be retrieved from the last 2 teams, whenever they go over to look inside and see what's under the statue for the shields, they find 4. There were 2 teams who found 4. The first team was Kristen. No. The first team was Candace, Lisa, Colton, and Mark. Colton's immediately thinking, these people are going to come after me. We've got to think about taking a shield. Let's hold on really quickly. There are 4 shields in this ground. Every statue that they've had so far has only had one. These last 2 have 4. That means everyone on the team would be safe. We have to see whether people chose to take shields or not.
We will see.
We shall see. And then Michael ended up finding that last coin, passed it over, and they ended up finding the statue, and they ended up winning the challenge and getting the money. Now, after the challenge, everyone's kind of on edge because they don't really trust that everybody in this group of people has not taken a shield. So people will start to talk a bit more about, hey, like, do you think folks took a shield? You know, trying to get a gauge on who was being active in the challenge, what folks were saying, etc. There's banter after.
Right.
And Ron happens to be in a room with Dorinda
and Steven.
And whenever asked, because obviously the heat is on Ron right now, Ron is still in his orange.
Yes, baby.
And I mean, I'll tell you, wrapped up in a bow. And Ron decides to reveal to Dorinda to her face,
well, Dorinda,
I think you're a traitor.
I haven't voted for you once.
It doesn't matter. You're a traitor. What doesn't matter? I don't. It's not a.
So what makes you
back
think?
And forth.
Why
it's not
are you
a tit
paranoid
for tat.
about that?
It's not paranoid. It's that I've been using my mind.
Frankly,
so do. I wrote down. Dorinda and Ron going at it. Ron feeling too good in his Charlie Brown pumpkin coat.
Oh, and that's exactly what it is. It's the great pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Oh yeah,
and Ron. Just perfect, right? Immediately, Ron. You know, Ron gives, and you find out later on, Ron actually gives no fucks. But Ron lets Dorinda know to her face, I think that you're a traitor. Point blank,
I think
period.
it's you and Michael.
And Dorinda was like,
They started going
I think
at
it's
it.
you, right? They're going at it. And then Colton and Michael are in the kitchen.
Yes, they're in the kitchen.
And they start arguing because Michael is tired of being quiet. He was quiet for one episode, y'all, and barely at that. But he was quiet for one episode. That episode 4, he was quiet. Episode 5, he said, I'm not being quiet anymore.
Yep.
Colton, you're a traitor. Colton, you're a traitor. You're a part of a cult. Colton killers.
Yep. The Colton killers.
The Colton killers. I mean, he's going in on him. Traitor, 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 traitor. Michael, I don't know. I think even though this show is called Traitors, and you do hear the word traitor a lot, Michael, by far,
He said it the most.
is the one who says it the most. Michael will throw that traitor out and say, and he'll do it in different ways. He'll make a song about it. We know that Michael does not care. So they get into it in the kitchen. And Michael also labels everybody who decides that they want to be on Colton's side and voting for him as Colton killers.
Yeah.
So he's over this house.
And he's really pissed because Colton is in the room campaigning for his next victim.
Yes.
Michael is like, and Michael, he's the only person finally at this point who has said, yo, is nobody noticing what Colton has been doing? Is nobody seeing how he's been getting us all worked up to vote out these faithfuls and how he's just so sure and he's ready to move on to the next person?
Yeah.
He said, you're supposed to be walking around humble right now because you were so sure last night once again and you were wrong. Ooh, and I wrote, Colton really thinks he's a bully.
Colton. Shit. Colon killer.
Shit.
I can't. Oh my goodness. Does anyone have anything else to mention in banter before the round table?
Just that Michael was going back and forth to various rooms within the castle.
He was.
Before the first time he was having an outburst, Natalie went and she left and she's telling people like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. He's yelling.
Michael's blowing a gas because he can't do it anymore. Michael is like, I don't even know how to be fake, and Michael does not. Michael is 100% authentic. I mean, when you eat like this,
and you scoop that.
When you eat like this, you your authentic self.
If you eat like a TikTok
that's
dance.
someone that you shouldn't be afraid of. You should be very afraid of. Authentically them.
Yes.
They said they're confident. We go into the round table. It's just so crazy that we keep on going into these round tables, and the person who wants to speak is always Colton.
Ain't it weird? He always talking first.
Always want to talk in a round table once again.
Time.
Oh, I put Colton. That was first. Who talked?
No.
Was it Candace? Oh, Candace.
Oh, Candace.
It was Candace.
Because
it was
she was
Candace.
asking what all the yelling was.
Yeah, Candace.
And that was when Michael and Colton.
Candace left the table. She did. She left the table and asked about the argument that Michael and Colton had.
Yes.
And Michael immediately jumped at a chance to have a whole monologue about Colton.
I was with him too.
And baby, and I was with him too.
He was
because although I knew he wasn't a traitor, I was over.
I was over Colton.
Michael may be annoying, but damn it,
he was right.
He was right.
He was right.
He was right.
He was right. He was like, yo, this has got to be crazy that y'all are. It's just, Michael was tired of the herd mentality of everyone following behind Colton.
All the group think.
And he tells Colton, I think you're the traitor because I feel like if anybody can keep a secret in this house, it's you.
And nobody in this room would be better at holding a secret than you.
There it is.
Colton says, wow. You're going to talk about me being in the closet for 29 years? That's where you want to go, Michael?
And to that, I say, huh?
What? Everybody was, not
everybody. We at home were like, this is not what that is about. And then people at the table, it's awful.
I can't believe you just said that.
Wow.
That's
low.
I want you at my castle.
I want everybody in this.
I don't want you here anymore.
I want everybody to use their common sense.
Faithful or not, I want you gone.
Please.
Did anyone, as a viewer, I don't think any of us thought that he was talking about Colton's sexuality.
No one thought that.
Mind you, I was scrolling through the hashtag on Twitter, and someone had brought up, at breakfast when Dorinda was like, "Oh, I didn't know you were gay."
Yeah.
He said at breakfast, "Neither did I.
Literally.
I thought that I was straight my whole life. I did The Bachelor, and then after that was when I realized I was gay."
Yeah, that's a lie.
Now he know that's a lie, because if that was the truth,
that's a lie.
because if that was the truth, why would Michael at the round table saying if anybody could keep a secret, it would be you? Why would you think he was talking about your sexuality that you supposedly just within the last year have come to?
Guilt.
The only way that would be a secret is if you actually were in the closet for all these 29 years that you say you just never knew.
I didn't like how they tried to paint Michael in that kind, because I know that Michael said some crazy stuff now, but Michael did not mean it like that, and we all knew that Michael didn't mean it like that, so I don't know why we found ourselves in a position of people starting to...
It was gross.
I was nasty. They had some nasty roundtables, episodes 4 and 5, honestly. It was not good. Ron brings up Dorinda.
Dorinda, I think it's you.
and then Dorinda responds to Ron, and Dorinda's like, "Well, we're trying to get to know you. You're super closed off. You're kind of in your own world. You don't talk. We ask you about your family.
We ask you about where you live.
We don't know anything." Ron heard that we ask you about your family
and where you live,
and he flipped a switch.
I have tried to get to know your family. I have asked you where you live.
I don't want to know where you live. I don't care
children.
about your family. My family's none of your fucking business.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah.
We did see a different side of Ron. And this I did not like.
No.
Because Ron says, my family is not your fucking business.
And where I live ain't your fucking business either.
And I'm just like, that left a bad taste in my mouth. I didn't like how he spoke to Dorinda like that. And I don't know, again, how it was edited. I don't know if Dorinda might have said something hella crazy and was cussing. Like, I don't know what it is. But I know what wasn't called for was that energy.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he basically repeated that in the confessional little voiceover on that moment. Like, don't ask about my goddamn family. It's not your business. These people don't need to know who I am and what I got going on in my life. I'm here to play this game, and that's it.
Yep.
He said it allows him to not be biased.
And what's crazy is
it allows you to be wrong as hell too, because if you got to know these people, maybe you would know a little bit more about, I don't know, how people are moving throughout the house. All your picks are wrong, Ron.
All of them are wrong.
A lot of people's picks are wrong. No one's got right picks right now. Everybody's just in a tizzy in the air everywhere. They don't know who is who and what is what.
The only people that have had right picks so far, baby, they murdered their ass that night.
Gone.
Quick.
As they should.
Quick.
Don't say Lisa name, baby. She might murder you before you even get to the turn.
Let me be quiet. She might come knock the podcast off. Get away. Listen, Lisa Renee ain't nothing to be played with. Okay. She's out there Latin, okay? She's a traitor.
Bravo con.
Sia Bravo con. No. Well, traitor.
Yes. So they go to vote.
They do go to vote, but before they go to vote, Michael... Then, once Dorinda and Ron get into it, Michael's like, all right, we're voting Ron today and then Colton the next time. And then Colton jumps back in and is like, hold on, because we're voting you out today. Like, you know, very much like Michael tried to kind of use that leverage that Dorinda and Ron had going and was like, all right, this is kind of fresh. I know I just went off on the table and on Colton, but okay, let's just do Ron tonight. Because then Michael's goal is, I just need to survive another night. So he wanted to kind of zip it, and Colton was like, oh, what we're not going to do is zip that.
We're going to unzip it.
We're going to unzip it. We're going to unpack that. And a vote happened.
Yeah.
And Michael went home with, how many? 11 votes?
11 votes.
Yes. Michael went home with 11 votes. Ron had 5. Ron is...
He's making it.
Ron is surviving.
By the skin of your teeth.
I mean, look at Ron.
Look at Ron.
I need Ron to do one thing for me in episode 6.
What's that?
Get a shield.
Oh yeah,
Ron, get a shield just so that they don't. I mean, I know the traitors aren't going to murder you but still, I just need Ron to get a shield because you never know. At this point, you don't know where the show is going.
Yeah.
So Michael getting banished and reveals to the crowd in a very grandeur way that he is a faithful.
Yes.
And once again, folks are stunned because now they've left
Colton,
their
how could you have done this to us again?
You did this to yourselves. You left your second round table. Colton as the leader. Tiffany's gone, and now Michael's gone, and they're both what? Faithfuls. Huh?
What y'all doing?
So now, Colton.
Baby, he already got his eyes set on his next target.
Lisa.
Oh,
God.
I said, ding dog, your ticket will be punched tonight.
Don't you bring up Lisa. Now, y'all better hope that somebody took some shields up in that group.
But Candace was in that group, and Candace said nobody took a shield.
Yeah.
Because it was Candace and Lisa and Colton, right? They were all together.
No, just Candace and
Candace
Lisa.
and Colton. Oh, Candace and Lisa. Yeah, I was just like, wow. Colton is just thinking that. I mean, he's not thinking it for the wrong reason. People are following everything that he says.
Yeah.
But his days are numbered.
Yeah.
His days are numbered, and people are just probably going to want to get him out to get the noise out. They probably don't even think that he's a traitor.
Yeah.
But they just want to get him out their head.
That was what people were saying after the round table. They were like, oh, like I knew that Michael wasn't a traitor, but I was just so tired of all the yelling and like at least we can think clearly now and all that kind of stuff. Well, don't worry, you'll think even clearer tonight.
And will.
Because they got to that turret and Candace said, hey girl, I can tell you right now, I was in that group with Colton. We didn't take no shields, and he said your name.
Rob's the one who said. Rob, I think he brought it up to Lisa that Colton had said her name.
Yep.
And Lisa said, "Oh, I mean, Lisa gotta go."
I knew it.
Yeah.
He talks too much. I knew it.
Oh, Lisa.
Colton was talking with it was Dorinda, Rob, Mara, and Jam Jam.
Yeah.
And he's like, is she usually just this quiet? And wearing sunglasses? And
they said,
and Dorinda's like, I guess it is a little weird that
just usually not her personality.
Usually her personality. So at the turret, Candace is like, you need to talk a little more. And I was like, but that was the problem the first time. She was talking too much. And now she's not talking enough. I'm like, damn. Find
Lisa
the
can't
mid-section.
I mean, but Lisa's a personality. You and I think it's Lisa no matter what. Lisa is a big personality. Lisa comes in the room. Lisa is Renna. Lisa is Renna. Lisa is Renna all the time. Through and through. That's why she's a traitor.
For real.
Get him out, Lisa. Get him out. A lot of these votes that people are... Monet said Lisa name out.
Yep.
Now, I don't know if they're going to go that same route with Colton because Colton's already trying to tell a lot of people Lisa's name.
Yeah. They better.
So I'm not sure what they're going to show us in episode 6.
Yeah.
But if Colton spends his time saying Lisa's name a lot, it might not. He has to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is he needs to be gone though, because if they don't get him out now after he has clearly rallied the whole house into his vote, like, you don't know, maybe next week he will really be on one of our asses and he's gonna rally everybody into voting with him for a third/fourth time. We don't want that again. We need him gone tonight. Even if I start looking our way, we're gonna be like, okay, well, he also said this person and he also said that person and he said these people too, so it's not me.
That's why Rob is like, I hope somebody took a shield, but we don't know if anybody has taken.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. So those are episodes 4 and 5. And we'll see what happens in episode 6, but I don't see it for Colton being in this game much longer. No. I don't see it for, dare I say, Ron being in this game much longer. I hope that he stands the test of time, though. I like Ron. I told you I like Ron. I didn't like how we talked to Dorinda.
No. Didn't like that.
Did not like that. Don't know what that was about, where that energy came from. But I could also understand how we're on episode 5, right? Mm-hmm. Y'all keep coming for me Ron's at the point where he's like, if y'all just gonna send me home, send me home.
Yeah, that's why he was like,
if y'all just gonna kill me, kill me.
Just do
like
it.
the traitors won't murder me. It's very much giving Kate. You know how Kate was just left in the motherfucking house to the end? Kate's like, no one's getting rid of me. I want to go home so bad. Like Ron is like, no one's getting rid of me. Mm-hmm. At this point, everyone's coming at me every single week.
Yeah.
Now he doesn't necessarily want to go home, but he's over it.
Yeah. But this is
up to
why.
here.
Yes. And this is why I love that Candace is being so consistent in her Ron thing.
Yeah.
Because he did bring that up at the table, like, well, they won't murder me. You guys won't banish me. She's like, I'm trying to. I've been trying to since week 1. Mm-hmm. I said, girl, yeah. Mm-hmm. You keep that
Tens,
up.
Candace,
You don't murder him, and you keep letting him be your pawn of a. Why we ain't looking over there when you know damn well ain't nobody looked over there since week 1. But you say,
right.
But I've been on you since week 1, and that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to be careful when Ron leaves, because whenever Ron leaves and he revealed that he is faithful, Candace.
Oh, yeah. Then
they're
you're
going to be
like,
like,
watch out.
Yep.
You've been coming after this man since week 1. And what exactly was your reasoning behind it? Other than.
Yeah, he going to have to do something.
Yeah. I mean, and people in this house are not. Are I'm just going to leave it there.
All right.
Okay.
People are.
People are in this house.
Human.
Mm-hmm.
People are human in this house.
Yes.
And shout out to the people who we keep on forgetting about. Steven, Mark. We know you out there. We know you there. We see you. We just don't see you, but we see you. Yeah. Tara. Hey girl. Johnny. We saw you. You were disappointed in Michael. I can't say we don't see Eric anymore. Kristen, I'll say we hey to you too.
Yeah, hey girl.
To the people who we Mara, you're there. You're there.
You just there.
Mara has a consistent
with your
flow
Hershey
in every
Kiss
episode.
outfit.
I love that little Hershey Kiss. That little brown number you got going on, Mara.
Mara is just there to provide facial expressions at the round table.
Yes.
That's
and get aggravated at people when they do things.
She called Ron, you fucking weird.
Y'all, this Traitors is too good. Y'all need to be watching it.
Yes.
You got the Peacock. Turn it on.
Turn it on.
Follow it with us so that you get you a board. Oh, you see my exes? You see my exes? I got to add some more exes now. Listen, y'all.
I wish I had a free bag of chips.
Because, whoa. Start Xing them out as we go, because they're dwindling down quite quickly.
Oh yeah.
Do we have anybody who we think, just in general, whether they're traitors or whether they're faithfuls, who we think will actually make it to the end?
I am here for Rob.
You said Rob.
I'm here for Rob,
traitor.
and I'm here for Candace.
Yep, Rob and Candace.
Because he seems to really be under the radar, and Candace because clearly everybody in the house trusts her, because they keep coming to her telling her
information.
This is who I think the traitor is. This is who I'm suspicious of. Like they keep coming to Candace with this information.
She's like, well,
yeah.
So
Candace
she must be very trustworthy in this castle.
And no one's even called out Candace's random ass awkward conga line.
Nobody.
I mean,
because you know who was gonna call it out? Rob C.
He did.
But guess what happened?
Quick with it. They take it ether.
They're really good at knocking out the people immediately.
Thinking back to that Murder in Plain Sight too, I think what made them choose Rob C was when they noticed he was not in that conga line, and he came and peeked in the room with their ass. He said, "Get that motherfucker
out of here!
He's gonna go.
Time to go.
We need to get him out."
No, yeah, I think that. I'll put someone who I feel like will make it to the end as, I'll say Candace too. Candace is good. Yeah,
She's doing very well.
Candace is good, but also I'm gonna put one of the quiet foxes, either Mark or Steven.
Oh, okay.
Mark Dance Star.
It's me having a look like, who's Mark?
Exactly. They're so not on people's radar.
He on here? I'm like,
yeah, they're not on people's radar right now. So I just feel like that's the best way to play the beginning of this game.
Yeah.
And then as it dwindles down, start to really get into what you've been observing. Things will change.
Yeah.
Things will change.
I'm with you on that.
That was Traitors.
And that was Traitors.
Episodes 4 and 5.
Episodes 4 and 5. That's our recap. That is our review. We are your hosts. I'm Frenchie.
I'm Nika.
I'm Wes.
Yes. Thank y'all for joining us for the Traitors US season 4, episode 4 and 5 recap and review. We're having fun. Like,
this is good.
Leave some comments. Make sure that y'all subscribe to us. Like the video, hype the video up. If we even have the ability for you to hype it up.
Share that thing. And like we said, we have a podcast as well. It's called The Black Umbrella. If you want to see those videos, they're available on our YouTube as well. So we're in season 8. It just started, and we're here. Follow us at TBU Podcast on all platforms.
Follow us.
We love y'all.
Love you.
Love ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Traitors.